Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Yes, Thursday. Let's get it cracking. Strong, close, huh?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He dropped it. No, he didn't.
They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Uncorks one for Davis. Able to intercept it.
He got beaters. I like it.
Held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be the key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
We should have got from her. We should have got from here.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I had it.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Flush to his right.
Yes, sir.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
He tried to scrape on me.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Justin Reed. They're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now the 2nd down throw on target.
He tried it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Deshaun.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They'll look to run with Akers.
Damn,
bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard
or two.
Taken down behind
he
the
tried
line.
it.
Well, someone's
Negative
been up
partner.
to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds Howard complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now a first down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run.
I'm walking into the end zone.
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cam Akers. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll buy some time right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They go play action with Hurts. Forced out to his left. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. A shotgun snap for Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sanders' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On first down, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
If you were me,
and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Hurts. They will find Davis. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing again is Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Watson. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped
I
at
think
the
the ball on the
34-yard
field
line.
though, but I can't.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this one is right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. To the air yet again. Watson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. Again, it's Watson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down. To throw again. Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Throwing on third down. Watson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now a first down throw. Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Inside zone doesn't.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particular. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.